no much theory. I don't want to focus more on theory. Hope you can see my PPT. Okay. Project. Today we'll try to touch some of the concept of image recognition using OpenCV. Fine. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. Using OpenCV. So I'll focus more on the program part. Okay. So image recognition. You might have seen, I guess, in streets, cameras. They take the picture, no? Okay. So in traffic, they try to take the pictures of what the vehicle plates. Okay. If the passengers, or let's say the drivers are going against the rules, so that picture will be captured and they put the fine. Understood. So in that area also we can use this. Okay, so in today's session, what I will do, we'll try to see how to recognize the human body. This can be anything. So model I have designed for human body, already predefined models are there. So later on we can use this different, we can change the model, program will remain same. Okay, so after changing the model, what we can do is, so we can recognize the different parts, say eyes. Understood. We can predict the eyes, the emotions of the human body, the face. Okay, so we can work on that. Let's start with the first scratch, basics, human body, how to recognize human body. Next, in the same way, car or vehicle recognition. Okay, so that we will try to design using OpenCV. Okay, OpenCV is a platform, okay, which generally we use for computer vision programming. Okay, I think computer vision programming. OpenCV is a library, actually library of programming function, mainly aimed to real-time computer visions. Originally developed by Intel, it was later supported by Wilson Garage. Okay, so later on, lot of things are there, but it is a part of, I can say, TensorFlow or Python also, I can say. Okay, so it's very easy to recognize, predict image related work using the OpenCV system. Shall we start the programming part, madam?
Yes, sir.
Sure, sir.
Okay, okay. So you will understand. Okay, the moment when you get the here this right, what I can say, the output, you will understand. Okay, how exactly it works. So I'll just give the glimpse of this the project. Okay, so how exactly it is working. Hold on. Hold on. Mm, Hold on, guys, please. It's recording. Yeah, I'll just give the glimpse of this project, how to work on this. I'll show you. Wait. Hold on. Not this. This one. Okay, let me run this program. Hold on. So I'll just try to run this one. Next, you will understand how exactly it is working. But I'm going to explain the complete program part today. Okay. Hold on. So just to shift. Can you see this? Hello? Hello,
No,
participants?
sir. No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
1 second. Can you see this? Hello?
Not yet, sir. The PPT is still on.
1 second.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's visible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, can you see this? Because my system, no, I'm running this program in system. My system configuration is very low. That's the reason. Okay, the process, it taking a lot of time. But no, not worry. Don't worry, because if you know how to configure deep learning systems in AWS, it will be very easy. Okay, for us. So we can have, see this already. I have taken the video image here. So what we can do, we can connect this program. Through this program we can connect to the CCTV, and we can, okay, we can take this program to the next level also. Okay, let's start programming. Okay, so which is a very important part of today's session. Hold on, I think hold on participants. Mm, try Let me check this. So hope you can see the PPT now, participants. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah, yeah.
concept.
Let's start with the basics now. Okay. Uh, First is, I'll use SageMaker, but remember in SageMaker also, for if you are working with image recognition system or such type of the image related work. Okay, so it's better to run the program using deep learning system. TensorFlow is required. Okay, so which is very essential. TensorFlow, I prefer TensorFlow, and in TensorFlow we need Keras library. Okay, so Keras library is required to run this type of programs. Let's start with, I'll open my Jupyter notebook. I'll just explain the program. Okay. Hold on. It's taking time. Okay. Fine. Okay. So here, oh, this is my, yeah, this is from SageMaker. So what I will do, I'll try to create one. Hold on. I'll try to create one new file here. Okay. Let's say here, what you have to do is this time, have a look on this. Have a look on this. Participant, can you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have a
Yes.
look on
Yes,
this.
sir.
So far I was using Conda 3, Python Conda 3. So along with this one, we have other environment also here. Have a look. So TensorFlow is there. It's TensorFlow Flow P27. This is the latest one, 36. Okay, 36 I can use here. Amazon TensorFlow we have. Same way we have MXNet. Okay, where is MXNet? Can you see MXNet here? TensorFlow P36. TensorFlow.
It's
MX, yeah, 27, 36. MXNet 36 also you can use. Okay, or you can use, then you can go with the TensorFlow also. Okay. I tried, but I was not getting output on MXNet. Let's try with the TensorFlow. Okay. I'll use this environment. Okay, so these are the, remember, these are the environment actually. So in OpenCV, what happened? This you have to take utmost care. Suppose let us say you have installed Python, okay, 2.7 you take, and using 2.7 you have designed your model, and you are trying to execute that model using, let's say, 3.8, Python 3.8. That is not going to support. Okay, in both end, while designing the model, okay, so same version you should use. In the same way, while deploying the model also, you should use the same version, same packages. Okay, there should not be any differences. Okay, if the versions are varying, means you are not going to get the output here. Okay, that one, the restriction is there, but it's very easy. Like if you know all the versions, okay, while executing, but you are not going to face any problem here. First is, let me install TensorFlow. Okay, to install TensorFlow, what I can do, I will just write pip. I need TensorFlow now. Okay, install TensorFlow. I'll just show you, okay, how to run the programs in OpenCV. Okay, enter it. And this session, so no, this is going to take some time. Okay, a lot of time here. Because while training your images, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Okay, pip install. What was the problem here? You need to restart the kernel. Could not find the version satisfied. TensorFlow version none.
sir, you can install it in your command prompt.
Yeah, command, but this is SageMaker, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Hold on, but no problem, because already I have, okay, deployed what I can say, TensorFlow here. One second. Install. I think maybe because of Tensor TEL flow. Yeah, now it's working. Hold on, this will take time, huh? Because it has to install all the packages. So after installing all the packages, it is asking, see, to upgrade. Okay, to upgrade the pip, no problem. Okay, I don't want to upgrade right now. Next is, after installing flow, the next we need, okay, we have to install OpenCV. Okay, pip install OpenCV. Okay, OpenCV is in drive. Okay, the library actually OpenCV Python. OpenCV Python. So I will mention the version here. Okay, so my version is 4.4.0.42. Okay, so you have to check even the model while designing the model which version you have used. I have used the same model while designing the model. Okay, so version, shift and enter it. So this will take a little time. Okay, it's around 145 MB of file. Okay, if we need to restart. Okay, so done already. I have done this one in yesterday while practicing. So restart the kernel, go to kernel and restart it. Fine. So two packages are now already I have installed. Now let's start importing. So I want to import this OpenCV. To import OpenCV, you can type import CV2. Okay, participants. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, import CV2. Next is, okay, let's start working on the programs now. Okay, so we need first, there are three options here. Okay, let's start with human body recognition. Okay, so I have already one model I have. I'll use that model. Using that model, okay, I'll try to recognize the body, human body. Okay, first is we need to load the classifier. Okay, so the classifier, to load the classifier, I'll write in comments. Here only I'll write. Load the classifier. So it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so load the cascade. There is one cascade classifier. Okay, so which will convert your RGB to grayscale. Okay, sorry, the entire video will get converted into number of frames, and that frame further the frames which is an RGB, again it will try to get converted into grayscale. So after converting into grayscale, okay, so we can calculate the positions in terms of height, width, and x-axis and y-axis of the rectangle. Okay, what you want to draw around the human body. Okay, so here load the classifier, cascade classifier, which is already available in our OpenCV. Okay, so I'll write here simple. I'll take one variable, say body. Hold on, participants. We'll take body cascade. Okay, body cascade. Next is equal to CV2. Okay, CV2 dot cascade. Cascade ka C should be capital here. Cascade. Okay, cascade classifier. Classifier C should be capital here. Classifier. Okay, hope you are cleared. Any spelling mistake, participants here? Hello?
No,
Hello?
sir.
Okay, cascade classifier, because I have that problem, spelling mistake problem. Cascade problem, a cascade classifier. Now next is we should give the model. Okay, so already I have I have downloaded the model from Kaggle. Okay, so in Kaggle you'll get almost all the model. Generally what they do, they conduct every year, they conduct a hackathon. Okay, so hackathon, they bring the teams, sorry, the different participants, different developers will come in one platform and they give the model to design. Okay, and the best accurate model will be, they will give some price. Okay, or they will hire, some company will hire that, different steps, understood, and that model will be used for the future work. Okay, so you can go to Kaggle and you can type the model name. Okay, there is a model called HAR Cascade. Okay, so I'll show you that. Hold on. Where is that model? Already see, this is my home page of my SageMaker. Okay, so here what you can do is have a look on this. What you can do is first download that model in your local machine. Hold on. Download that model in local machine. So already I have downloaded. Okay, so even I'll drop the link in description. Okay, while uploading the video. Okay, See, have a look. So this is a model, cascade full body model. Okay, so here let me open this one. This is an XML file. Okay, hope you can see the screen, participants. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, so this is a model, ready-made model you will get. Okay, nothing to worry about that. But this the problem with this model is you can recognize front end of the human body part and the back end. You cannot recognize the side view of the human body. Okay, so for front end and back end, this is the feasible one of the best accurate the machine learning model generally widely used in OpenCV. Okay, so have a look on this model. So next is already what I have done, already it is saved in my local machine. Okay, so after saving in local machine, just go to your SageMaker. Already in home page, okay, there is an option called upload. Can you see this? Hello? Okay, there is an option called upload.
Yes, sir.
Just upload, go to that location and just upload the your the model here. So harsh cascade underscore full body. So just if you type this one, no, so you will get directly. So it will redirect to you to Kaggle. From Kaggle you can download this. Already I have downloaded. Have a look on that. Okay, harsh cascade underscore full body dot XML. Fine. So next is, so after uploading here, already my file is in the same location now. Okay, so which is that file, untitled 2, right? So let me try to give the name for this file. Human body detection. Human body detection. Human body detection. Rename it. Next is just copy and paste the name of that model. I'll copy from, just copy and paste it. Oh no. Oh no. Just copy and paste it. Let me write this. Okay, the name of the model here. Just write harshcad, harsh cascade underscore full body dot XML. Okay, which is an XML format. Next is after this. Okay, so generally what happens, this cascade classifier is there, right? So it try to fetch this video from that exact location. Next it try to convert it into number of frames. Okay, so we cannot analyze directly the video, so we have to convert it into frames. Next the frame should be converted into next the grayscale. Okay, so next is that let's try to read this one. Imagine that the entire video has converted into now what uh, sorry, yeah, sorry, right now what I have done, I have just to deployed the model. Okay, deployed the model here. Okay, model is already deployed. Now next I'll give 3 options here. Okay, to test this model. First is, let's say start, let me write in command because you can use this code, okay, for your project. Start webcam. So I'll give 3 sorry, I'll give 2 options here. Either you can capture the images from your webcam. Okay, so directly you can capture the human body from webcam and you can start recognizing. Or else, okay, so you can upload the what, the video. Understood? So you can upload the video and you can start recognizing. Next you can connect this. Even you can connect this one with the what I can say, how we are connected with the webcam, and similarly you can connect with the CCTV also. Okay, so to do that, what I will do, I'll have one simple variable called cap. Okay, CV2 dot video capture. There is a function called video capture. It should be capital letter, video capture. So next give the location, exact location where your file is located. So here also, okay, so here, suppose let us say you want to connect with the camera. Okay, so if you want to connect with camera, so you can, here you can mention 0. Okay, participants, hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, yeah, you can mention 0 here. So the moment when you mention 0, it will get connected to your camera. You can mention as 1 also, understood? So 1 means, let's say, images. Already you have uploaded the images, you can give images, it will get uploaded. Or else you can give the specific location where your video is available. So here, even I have video also. Let me check in my home page. Yeah, this subway just now what I have demonstrated, okay, the same, the video is available. So first we will try for video, next we'll go for, let me try to connect with my camera also later on. Okay, subway.mp4. okay, so this is my video, already I have uploaded in the same, the file here. Okay, so go here, okay, and say here, one second, subway. Okay, subway, give subway, it's very simple. Subway dot, what is that, mp4, right? Okay, mp4. Next is, okay, once this is done, okay, so now you have model. Now next we have the video also. Okay, or the source where, from where I can capture the data. Okay, so now next, okay, since it is an RGB color, we cannot recognize RGB color, we cannot program, or the business model will not work for RGB. So for recognition purpose, we have to convert that one into grayscale. Okay, so first is, let's try to put, what I will do, I'll try to have while loop, I'll try to use while loop. Okay, while true, if it is working fine. Okay, while true. Okay, here, hold on, if it is while true. Okay, so I'll just try to read the data. Okay, so I'll try to read the images, uh, images from webcam or audio. Okay, so that means I'm going to read the images from where, cap. Fine, any doubt here? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
so,
sir.
yeah, so next I'll create 2 variables. One is response. Okay, one is response, another one is color image. Okay, so response is, okay, so response, why I'm using response means, suppose let us say I just want to check first, okay, whether the any source is available in cap or not. Okay, so I can give certain or boolean value. Response equal to 1 means, that means some data is available. Okay, response equal to 0 means data is not available. Understood? So like that. Okay, 2 variables. And next, color images, this whatever the video is there, no, I'm going to convert it into frame, and that frame, okay, so we'll have the images. I'm going to collect all those frames in terms of color image here. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. So to read, I'll use cap. Cap is nothing but this variable which contains this, the frame of subway.mp4. Okay, read it, fine. So next is, if, say, I'll put the condition, if response equal to false. Okay, so if data is not there means, what I should do, I should come out of the loop. Understood? That means I should stop processing the data there. Understood? If the response equal to 0. Next is how to convert into grayscale.
So
Okay,
there should be space between if and response.
sorry,
There should be space between if and response.
one second, I don't think so, sir.
So because yeah.
We'll try.
So also the while, W is capital for while.
Aha, yes, very good. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. While. Okay, so break. Any other mistakes here? No, I don't
No,
think
sir.
so. No. let's see. Now let's try to convert into grayscale. Okay, to convert into grayscale, let me write in comments here. Convert into, because you can use this. This is a universal program. You can use for any image recognition system. Okay, so convert it into grayscale. Okay, so convert into grayscale, what I will do already, where is the images are now? In color, no? Okay, so here what I will do, I'll have one variable called gray image, gray img, okay, underscore cv2. There is a function called, under TensorFlow, there is a function called, okay, cvt, okay, cvt color ka, okay, C should be capital letter. Okay, so this is a function which converts your the frames into a grayscale, or images RGB color into RGB images into a grayscale. Okay, so color image, already the data is stored where? In the color image. Okay, color img. Next is cv2. Okay, there is a function called color underscore bgr. bgr means what, participants?
Blue, green, red.
Yeah, blue, green, red to blue, green,
Gray
red to
scale.
gray. Okay, so this is a function. It's very simple. Believe me, in Python it's very simple. Okay, so if you use Java, no, so you have to write tons of lines of code there. Okay, now next is, so this will get converted. This function, this line statement will convert here the image RGB color to the grayscale. Now next, I have to detect the face. Already now the image is in the grayscale. Now I can detect the face. Okay, to detect the face or the body. Okay, you can say detect the face or body. Since this is for body, you can have to detect the body or human body. Okay, to detect the human body. Okay, what I will do, or else you write face only. 1 second. Okay, yeah, faces equal to body cascade. There is an option called body cascade dot detect multi-scale. Okay, multi-scale. Okay, multi-scale, detect multi-scale, body cascade dot detect multi-scale. Okay, next gray image. My image is in now gray, gray image, called gray image. Okay, gray image img. Next is, okay, give the what I can say, the distance between the two images. Okay, so no, yeah, distance between the two images. Let's say I'll start with 1.1. Okay, so next is let's say 1. Okay, so this is the height and width, I can say rectangle. We are going to design the rectangle, right? Hello, participants. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We are going to design the rectangle here. Grayscale image. I'll take that grayscale image and I'll try to calculate the distance, okay, of the length and the height here. So you later on we can change this one. Let's start with 1.1. Next we'll go for the other values. Okay, so next is, okay, so here display the rectangle. Sorry, so this is to detect the, what I can say, sorry, the body. Okay, so to detect the body, that means this is the distance between the two body. Hope you are understanding. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
You might have seen, I guess, in the introduction part, I had one subway, okay, the video in that many humans were okay, so they were walking around. So that means that this 1.1 is to calculate the distance between the two objects there in the grayscale. Okay, so this is for the height. Fine. Hope you are cleared. Suppose let us say, okay, you might have seen all the rectangles are not of the same size, right? Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All the rectangles are not of the same size, so that automatically it will try to calculate the distance of the rectangle based upon the height of the image there. Okay, so now next is, now I have to display the rectangle. This is to detect the body, nothing but detecting the body is nothing but, okay, so we will be designing the rectangle over there. Now next is, okay, so I have to display the rectangle now. To display the rectangle, what I will do, okay, let me write this, display the rectangle. Okay, display the rectangle. So to display the rectangle, so I'll have, see, to display the rectangle, okay, so what I will do, I'll take x and y axis data. Okay, rectangle x and y height, okay, x and x axis as well as y axis. Next, I will add a height and width. Okay, so 4 values I required here. Okay, to display the rectangle, 4 x comma y comma w comma h. Okay, so x for x axis, y for y axis, okay, and w for width, and this is for the height. Okay, I think let me take the notations. Hold on, let me explain this. Let's say, okay, so this is the rectangle. Let's say this is the rectangle. Okay, participants, hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the rectangle. Understand, try to understand this. This is x axis. This is y axis. Okay, this is y axis. Now I want to design the rest of the part. How you will design? Tell me. Use, yeah.
So the opposite sides.
See, coordinates, no? Opposite side. I want, if I get this point, so I can design, right? Hello. Participate.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I get that point, I can design it. How to, now the question is how to do that? Using diagonal. Fine. Using the diagonal, that means height and so to get the diagonal, generally what we do, we use height and width. Understood? So once, okay,
Yes,
so to design this diagonal, we use height and width. Once the diagonal you get, no, that we are going to get this point. So once this point is, okay, so once after analyzing, completing that point, so directly we can say, okay, rest of the points, rest of the part of the rectangle I can design like this. Concept is very simple. Okay, so there is a predefined function here in OpenCV, okay, to design such type of to work on the complete rectangle part. So that's the reason I have taken W and H. W stands for width and H stands for the height here. Okay, so next is for this x comma y comma W comma H in faces, right? Yeah, in faces CV2, there is an option called CV2. Okay, rectangle. Okay, so this is a function actually which will allow us to design the rectangle. Okay, color image. So I'll call color image now. Okay, so color image. Next is my first coordinate is x comma y. Okay, x comma y. Next will be next will be x plus width. Okay, comma y plus height. Next is, okay, so that is the initial point here, nothing but yeah, so color I have to give. So this will so remember x comma y, participants, hello, comma y will design, okay, yeah, x comma y will have x axis and y axis, and to design the diagonal we require this. We can call this x plus height as well as y plus height. Okay, so it will design our the opposite the point, okay, of the diagonal. So once you get the opposite point of the diagonal, we can drag the rest of the two lines. Okay, so next is which color you want. Okay, so which color you want to display on your rectangle. So let's say, okay, so RGB, I'll use RGB here, R red. Okay, here next to 0, again one more 0 for G for green. Next we have, sorry, okay, 255 for other color. Okay, Next is comma 2. Okay, so 2 times I want to display this. Okay, so that means maybe for 2 milliseconds. Okay, I want that to be focus on the particular the body human body. Next is display image. Okay, how to display? Already I have now rectangle will this function will design design the rectangle. Now I have to display that rectangle on the image. Okay, so to display the rectangle on the image, I'll use let me have the comment here. Okay, hold on, hold on. Display image, display image. Okay, so display image. So to display image, there is an option called CV2 dot. Okay, I am show. Okay, I am show image. So you can give any name of the image here. Okay, so I am show image IMG. Okay, color image. Give the call the name of the color image. Okay, where the image frames are available. Okay, that I'm going to call here. Next is uh, okay. So next is I want to display some contents over here. Okay, color of the image. Okay, so the color to display the color of the image here. Again, V of, just let me write the comment here first. V of writer dot write color image. So or else this can you can keep as an just later. Okay, so you can try this comment also, img. Okay, so I'll keep this one as an optional. If next say now I want to release. Okay, so I want to release the window now. Okay, so let's say now the moment what happens here is till here the moment when you execute, right, so the automatically one window will get pop up. Okay, so in that the window you can see, okay, all the human bodies, okay, walking around in the video, and that the OpenCV system will recognize the human body. Okay, so next I have to set up the window. Suppose, okay, is to set the window, what I will do, I'll use one key here, Q. So the moment when I press Q, it should come out of the new window. Okay, so if CV2 dot wait key, okay, so I'll wait maybe. Okay, if you want to see more, let's say in the environment systems, you want to continuously run that program, so you can press 1 here, wait key. There is an option called wait key. K should be capital here, wait key of 1. Okay, of 1. And now to come out from this, okay, so what I will do, I'll use 0x of ff. Okay, 0x of ff. Okay, that is nothing but the keyboard, some sequence. Okay, so I'll give the order like Q. The moment when I hit Q on keyboard, so it should come out of the my window. Okay, so next is break this. Next is now I have to release the video capture. That means totally I want to come out of this system. So to do that, let me hold on. Release the video capture. Video capture object. Video capture object. Capture release. There is an option called cap release. Cap dot release. Okay, so it will release the window. Okay, the moment when you hit the Q button here. Next to destroy the window. That means that if you want directly, if you want to, the moment when you hit the Q, it should close the window. Okay, so to close the window, we use CV2 destroy. Okay, all windows. Okay, so any doubt here, participant? This is it. This is the universal simple programs for the recognition of the body. Any doubt here, participants? Hello?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No doubt? Okay. So let's try to run this one. Okay. Hope this program will run. Already I think I have restarted the machine kernel, shift and enter it. Let's see. It's working now. See, kernel appear to be died. Okay, so this why this problem is happening in SageMaker means we are using the normal machine here. Remember CPU. Okay, so since I have configured for a TensorFlow here, okay, but SageMaker is using what? A simple program here. Let me hit on this. No. Okay, so that is the reason kernel died. That means kernel is not supporting for our TensorFlow. Okay, so what I have done here. Okay, so same program I'll try to install. I mean, run on my same program. I'll try to run on the local machine now. Okay, so this is hope you can see this. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so same program. Okay, so this let me try to run this. Same thing. And one more thing, kernel. Why the kernel died? Because of the versions. Okay, so you need to check before running any OpenCV. Check the versions of the Python as well as the CV OpenCV Python version. Understand? It should match with your the model. Let me hit on this shift and run. Hold on. This is working. Okay, requirement satisfied. 4.4.042. Okay, OpenCV. This is a version, and this version matches with our the model. Okay, so it's asking, and one more thing, while executing our OpenCV, make sure that your numpy is also installed. Okay, OpenCV comes with an numpy. Okay, so next is same program. There is no difference here. Okay, same model I have deployed. Subbase 0.m4. Okay, next video capture. Okay, if response, yeah, you are correct. Okay, if response, there should be space over there. Okay, so next is wait key. Everything is same here. Next, let's try to run this program. Okay, I'll go to last end of the end part of this. Shift and enter it. Hold on. Can you see this? Hello? Can you see the new window? Hello, participants?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a look on this. Okay, so this is the base model actually. Okay, so base model of our image recognition, but this is working. I'm running in my local machine. That's the reason the processes is not supporting for fast execution. But you can see here, okay, it's in slow motion. It is only recognizing the front end of the human body as well as the back end. Can you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah, front end and the back end. Side view, you can see here, side view, it is not recognizing. So we have some other model also. So using that model, even it is possible to recognize the back end, sorry, side view of the human body. Next is, let's try to color the, let me, suppose if you want to come out of this, just hit on Q. Okay, already I have set over there. So just hit on Q. So you will be out of that screen. Okay, out of that window. Next is, let's try to change the color now. Okay, I want to change the color of my grayscale image. Here, one more thing, as I told you. Okay, so the distances. So 1.1 is there. Let me try to increase this and see. We'll see. Okay, so how much distance it is going to? Let's say 1.7. Rest height I'll keep the same thing. Here, color. Okay, so this is for 255 for red, right? So let me put here 0. I'll try to put here some 255 here. Let me see. Okay, which color it is displaying. Again, import. Next, go to last session. Shift and enter it. Can you see? Hello? Hello? See,
Yes,
hello,
sir.
yeah, have a look on this. Color has already changed, but it's showing. See the distance between this. Okay, so there is a huge distance between the two human body here. That is 1.7 I have given, right? Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Have a look on this. So I'll try to keep this value, as less as much possible. And what I suggest, try to keep the range in between 0.9 to 0.5. Okay, so don't give more than that, because it will not recognize the nearest the pixels. Okay, in the grayscale image. Okay, so this value always try to keep in between 0.9 to 1.2. 1.2 is better, I guess, maximum, I guess. Okay, 1.1 I prefer. Let me come out of this. Hope you are clear with this. I'll have 1.0. Let's see. Let's try to check the difference. Okay. I'll try to check the difference here. Hold on. Let me have 1.0. Again, let me run. Hold on. Yeah. 1.0, it is not detecting. Okay, so that means that in model 1.0 is not there. So minimum it should be 1.1 only. Okay, so model is not detecting for the closest to the human body here. Understood? This is it. Any doubt here? Hello, participants? Hello?
No, sir. No, sir.
Any doubt in programs?
So why 1.1? Why not 1?
One, see, actually, while designing the model, what we have done, okay, so it should be, we have programmed in such a way that it should be 1.1, and we have taken all the possibility for minimum value 1.1. Understood?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's the reason. It is, even if we give 1.0, it will not accept. Okay, so that means it is possible, because as per the model, okay, we have given 1.1 as a minimum there. Any other doubt? Rutuja ma'am? Can you try this, Rutuja ma'am? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, this is the base, actually initial stage, okay, of recognition. Shall we, okay, we'll have one more model now.
So we
Okay,
can do this in our local machine also, right?
yes,
Or is it
Anaconda.
necessary?
Yeah, local
Okay,
machine,
okay.
you do one thing, you install Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. That is the best platform, actually. Best platform to write the TensorFlow or any machine learning based the program. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you can try with that. So next is this for the full body recognition. Okay, so next is, let's try to have some more the programs. Next to what I will do, let's say, hold on. Hold on, participants. Let's have with multiple color now. So far, if you take this window, so we are displaying only with one color, right? Hello? Sorry. We are displaying with only one color, right, participants? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's try to have multiple colors now. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. Okay. Next is, let's try to modify for multiple colors. So what I will do here, already we have for loop statement, right? Hold on. Already we have a for loop statement, right? Have a look on this. Participant, can you see the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it
Yes,
is
sir.
visible.
Okay, so for loop statement, have a look on this. For loop statement, so I'm displaying using only one color. So what I will do, I'll try to put some condition here. Hold on. Condition like display rectangle. Where is display rectangle? Display rectangle. Here, okay, so I'll have the index I equal to 0. Okay, so I'll set the index first. So that means if I want to display with multiple color, so I'll try to make use of the index system. So here, after this for loop statement, I'll put if I divide by 2. Okay, percentage 2. percentage of 2 equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0. Next, CV2, CV2. Okay, CV2 rectangle color image XYZ X comma Y 0 0. So here what I will do, I'll try to display on using red color. Okay, 255. 255. Okay, next increment the index now. So I'll increment the index I plus, okay, I plus 1. Sorry, I plus incremented, I plus plus generally we write. Okay, so I'll use some other technique. I plus 1 else okay, so else CV2 dot rectangle, okay, dot rectangle color image, same thing, color image, just to change the value 255 with the other okay, index image img, okay, img comma, let me paste the same thing. Okay, why to type again and again? Okay, image, I'll paste this thing. Okay, here you just change this one with 255 here. Let's try to have red and green color. 0. Understood? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Simple thing. Okay, so if condition I have used, so I'm using, okay, I'm going to run this one using multiple colors. Any mistake here?
So there
Participants?
is an extra bracket over there.
Okay, extra bracket. Okay, let me try to run this. Okay, so always remember here, while executing, always remember before executing any OpenCV program. Okay, so always try to import the CV2, run this CV, import CV2, then you can run your program. Already in my program, okay, I have taken everything in one cell. Let me run this. Can you see this, participant? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have a look.
Yes, sir.
Have a look. Okay, so this is how we are changing the color. But I think in real world, are we using this system? Hello, changing the color. Have you seen this thing?
No, sir. No.
Generally we, yeah.
So maybe it may be used for different systems, I
Maybe,
guess,
maybe. Okay, okay. So we can plan this.
depending on the
Okay, so
system.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. System, yeah. That depends. But now you know how to change the color, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay then. Okay. Okay. Any other doubt, participants? Any doubt? Do you have any doubt here?
No,
Hello?
sir, not yet.
No, right? Okay, okay. Then we'll go for the next one. Next program. I'll try to share. You want this code? You can practice this. I'll try to share this code. Huh? Okay. Next is car detection. Okay. So car detection or vehicle detection is one of the widely used application in machine learning. Okay. So here also we have one more model called Harsh Cascade underscore car. Okay, same thing I'm going to use here. Fine. Let's try to let me close this one. Okay, just hit on Q. Okay. Next is let me go to my main. Yeah, here that model is not available. That means I have to write that model. Okay, so here I'll use one more new the program here. Let's try to write the new program.
Sir, is it possible to write that model by ourselves?
In the sense, I didn't get you. Yeah, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But just have a look on the model. How many lines of programs are there? Hold on. It is possible. You can, but make sure that you are going to get the highest level of accuracy. Fine.
the number of images should be more, right? The number of test cases.
Yes, yes. The number of test cases should be more than. Have a look. I think you can see the model now. Hold on. So this is my model what I was using. Okay, so these are predefined models, okay, which are available in Kaggle. So these are model are coming directly from hackathon competitions, fine. And it is claiming that these models, no, it is giving around 95 above % of accuracy. Fine. Have a look how many number of lines of code is there. They sit for 3 days, 4 days of, okay, then they compete and they choose the final, the best model. There are how many lines? 17,000 lines of code is available. You can design it. Fine, no problem. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is there. So next, similarly, I have one more model. Let me show you. Okay, this is for car detection. Okay, so car detection or traffic detection also I can say. Let me open in new pad, notepad. Have a look on this. Okay, classifier. This is also a classifier. So this is also they have written in XML code. Have a look. Nearly there are 3,600 lines of codes are available. Okay, so I'm going to use this model now. Okay, to detect traffic system or the vehicle system. Okay, so let me show you the video first. Hold on. Hope you can see. Can you see this? Hello? Hello participants.
Yes, sir.
So this is my the simple video I've taken. Now I have to recognize the vehicles. Okay, so recognize the vehicle. Next we can take this program to the next level. Fine. To recognize this, already the traffic here is here. Okay, so let me go to console. I'll go to my, hold on, not this one, not this. Fine. Here I'll create one more simple. Go to new Python 3. I'll use Python 3. This is for car detection. Okay, this is for car detection. So let's try to import first. What was it? I have to install Anaconda, no? So no, I have to install OpenCV. OpenCV hyphen Python. Let's say version I'll mention here 4.4.0.42. Install it. Hold on, it's taking time. Okay, I need to restart my kernel. To restart the kernel, go to kernel, okay, and restart it. Next is import CV. I'll write here itself import CV2. Okay, so CV2. Next is I have to deploy the model, right? So to deploy the model, sorry, to load the model. Okay, so load the model. So to load the model, I'll use the same car cascade equal to CV2 cascade classifier. Both the C should be capital. Cascade classifier. Next, give the model name. So model right now it is in the local machine. So I have to upload that model now. To upload the model, just go to your home page. This is my home page now. Okay, there is an option here called upload. Hit on upload. it will take you to the exact location where that model is available. So I think this is the model. Okay, harsh cascade car.xml. Okay, hit on this, upload it. So that means my model is uploaded. Similarly, I want to upload that video also. Okay, I want to upload that traffic video. Just to select the traffic video and upload it. Hold on, it is taking time. Yes, both the files are now uploaded. Okay, so now next is go to your file. Okay, call that model name harsh. Okay, harsh cascade harsh cascade underscore car dot xml. Okay, dot xml. So this is my model. Next is start webcam. Now I want to open my webcam. Okay, so to open the webcam or to start the webcam, so I can use the same option cat equal to cv2 dot video video capture. Next, give the name of that video. That was traffic, right? Participants, traffic, right? Traffic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Space
Traffic.
hyphen 2581, I guess. 2581 point dot mp4. Okay, so this was my model. Sorry, the traffic you can change that one is 0 or 1. Suppose if you want to connect with your CCTV cameras. Okay, so while true equal to, okay, so here same thing, response next color image equal to cap dot read. Okay, cap dot read. Next, if response is not okay equal to false, if nothing is there means I have to come out of this loop, break the statement, convert into grayscale image. Okay, so to convert into grayscale, hold on, convert into grayscale, convert to grayscale. Okay, next is grayscale gray image img equal to cv2 dot cvt. Okay, cvt color c should be capital here. Okay, so next is color img cv, same. Okay, there is no difference here. Okay, so the code will remain almost same here also. Okay, so color 2, no, not color 2, what is that? cv2 color, correct? No, color underscore
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Color
VG,
underscore BGR2 gray.
BGR to gray. Okay, now detect the faces. Here faces is nothing but the detect the objects, right? One second, participants. Okay, so detect the faces or detect the objects? Detect the objects. So detect the objects, I'll have faces, or else I can have let me have faces, then later on I can change that one. Faces car underscore what was that? Car underscore cascade. Okay, cascade dot detect multi-scale. Okay, so here I have, and there are a lot of yeah, multi-scale I'm using, multi-scale. Okay, multi-scale gray image code. Okay, I'm just repeating the same code here. Gray image, comma 1.1. Okay, comma 1. Okay. So next is display the rectangle. So I have to display the rectangle here. Multiple rectangles we required. Okay, so multiple means I can have 3 types of colors. Okay, so display the rectangle. To display the rectangle, display the rectangle. So display the rectangle. Let's say I index I equal to 0. I equal to 0. Next is I equal to 0 for x comma y comma x comma. Let me copy and paste the same code. Huh? Hello, hello, hello. I'll copy the same
Yes, sir.
code.
Yes.
I'll copy the same code and paste it over there. Same code. CV2 this 4. From 4 I will copy and paste. Okay. Let me copy this. Already it is copied. Edit. Say copy selected cell. I'll go here. I'll paste it over here. Okay, paste it. So this is for 2 colors, right? Participants. This is for 2
Yes, sir.
colors.
Yes, it's 2 colors.
1 second. This is for 2 colors. Again, I want one more color. Okay, so let's have 2 for one more color. Else, hold on. Yeah, 2 colors. Let's have 2 colors only. Or else you can have one more color here. Hold on. 4 faces. 2 CV2. Let me cross verify. Okay. Yeah. 1 plus 1. Else this one. Okay. Else. Else. Okay. Else the rest color. I plus 1. Okay. I plus equal to 1. Okay. Display the images. To display the images, same thing. Display the images. Display the images. So to display the images, use the same code CV2 dot im show. Okay, img image. Next color underscore image. Correct? Color underscore image, right? Participants. Hold on. Here cascade. Gray image. Yes. I'll try this one. 1 second. Color underscore image. If CVT weight, I have some problem here. I think if CVT dot weight key, okay, equal to 1, and okay, so FF equal to ORD. Okay, so this is to close the window Q. Okay, so next is come out of this, break the statement. Next, release the window capture. Okay, to release the window capture, release the video capture. Okay, video capture object. Okay, so here cap dot release. Next is CV2 dot destroy all window, all Windows. Let me run this. Okay, but before running this command, I am show color image. I have some problem here. Color image. Yeah. No problem here. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah. Let me run this program. Shift and enter. Hold on. Now there is some problem here. What was that? Cascade CV2. RSCAD. RSCAD underscore car. HARR. GWAR. Any doubt? Why I am not be able to model CV2 dot CV2 has not attribute cascade classifier. Why it is happening like this? So yeah, I have to run this first. Participants, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hold on. Cascade. Okay, let me run again. Cascade underscore car. What is the problem? Oh, here. Cascade underscore car. Yeah, the problem HER CASCADE car.xml. Correct? No? Any mistakes here? Traffic. Okay, that it's showing like it. One second. Let me try to run this. Same thing. Body cascade. Please copy this one. Cell. Copy this cell. Car cascade. One second, participants. Car CV2 dot CV2 cascade classifier. Copy cell. Paste it over here. I cannot paste. What is the mistake here? Can anyone tell me? Hello? Hello? Oh, I guess.
Yes, sir. Trying to check.
Cascade.
Sir, the classifier spelling contains 3 S's.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Rutuja. I told you, no, I have yeah, classifier.
Yeah, actually.
Now it is color clear.
No,
Now
sir.
it's
One more S is
No,
required.
2 S.
okay. Cascade 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 classifier. Hope for the best. Let's try to run this program. Yes, I think it's working. Yes, can you see participants? Let me share the screen.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Rutuja ma'am. Have a look.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Have a look. So you can modify. This is a base level, huh? So let's try to modify this later. Okay, so now 13th day, you have to practice participants this. Can you practice? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Practice this one. Let's try to take this project to the next level. Fine? Shall we wind up?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sir,
Okay.
sir,
Yeah.
hello, sir.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it possible to scan the number and convert it into text?
Yes.
The
Yes.
number plate.
It is. Yes. Yes. It's possible. It's possible. Okay. So that different model is there. So I'll explain
Okay.
that one in next session. Fine.
Okay, sir. Okay,
It's
sir.
possible. Okay. But see, this 3D is not clear, I guess. But we can do that one. We'll work on that. Fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.